Hello, listeners, and welcome. This is the Boogeyman Report, your official site for news from the left wing radical Democrats, where each episode we're going to talk about truth, justice, and the American way. Let's get started, shall we? Well, apparently, Donald John Trump doesn't understand that he's in big trouble. He's hiding in his office, he's cowering in fear, and he's trying to pull every lever of government that he thinks he can get away with to stop our voices. This morning, he arrested Don Lemon and his editor for reporting on the administration at a riot, theoretically, in Minnesota. Donald John Trump, you coming for them, you come for me. Pam Bondi, you come for me, we're coming for you. Donald Trump must go. Boys and girls, this is getting crazy. Now, you know when he starts suppressing the press, you got a problem. When he starts silencing voices, that's Nazi Germany, Hitler bullshit. It's got to stop in this country. Yesterday, what does he do? He cannot get out of his brain that he lost 2020 when he colluded with Russia. He sent agents back down to Georgia yesterday to get all their files because he's looking for an impossible ghost. He's trying to figure out why Putin promised him the election and he lost. You know, this guy is in collusion with everybody to turn this country into nothing but another Nazi concentration camp. It's getting ridiculous. So now today, our most important words that we're going to talk about are the following. I was just following orders. We're going to talk about the Uniform Code of Military Justice, and today I'm talking to every member of the United States Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard, Space Command. Whoever else serves in uniform in this country, you must lay down your arms or you must turn them inwards towards the White House and take Donald John Trump out of this country. He has broken every oath of office. He has committed treason against the United States. He is now suppressing constitutional rights. He has violated his constitutional oath to serve and protect the people of the United States. He's not serving anybody but himself. He's not protecting anybody but himself. He is so afraid of the evidence we have against him that when we get him to the Hague and try him for crimes against humanity, he knows he will spend the rest of his life in prison. We may let his family go to another country, but not you, Donald John Trump. We're coming for you. America is about to burn you down. We're going to turn up the heat. Enough of this bring the temperature down. We're tired of your fascism. We're tired of your attacks on democracy. We're tired of your attacks on the press. It will not stand. The Uniform Code of Military Justice gives each soldier the right to disobey an unlawful order. My name isn't Mark Kelly. I'm not a senator, Donald Trump. I'm a citizen of the United States, and I can read that order just as loud as anybody can, and there's nothing you can do against me. You can't fire me. You can't do anything except put me in prison. So come on, buddy, bring it. I double dog dare you to touch this 71-year-old disabled Vietnam veteran. I challenge you. Send Pam Bondi to my house. You want to see all hell light up? You'll find that you're out of the White House in 48 hours. But I digress. Members of the military, you must begin to refuse these illegal orders because here's what's going to happen. You're going to be instructed to go out in the streets to protect Donald John Trump from losing the 2026 election. I guarantee this. I promise you this. Take it for my word. He's going to use the military because he is petrified and knows he's going to lose. And he's going to order you to rough up, shoot, abuse, attack, gas, and harm the American citizenry that you were sworn to protect and defend. That will be your mother in the street who doesn't agree with you, your father, your uncle, your brother, your cousin, your aunts, your neighbors. Are you going to shoot them, Donald Trump? They're not going to shoot. They're going to turn their guns right to the White House, take you out, arrest you, and put you in prison. You know, there's a lot of things the United States military will do, and I have every confidence as a veteran that there are people within the military structure right now planning on a coup to get you out of office, to take you completely down and return this country to democracy. They have taken an oath to defend the Constitution of the United States, and you are violating the Constitution of the United States. You are trampling on our rights, and it will not stand. Just not going to happen. What are you afraid of in Georgia? Are you worried that Putin made you a promise and you can't find the proof? You lied. You cheated this last election with Elon Musk. You electronically changed votes. You stole voter rolls. You suppressed the election. And you cheated and you're rigged. You know, Elon Musk is out paying people to vote. That is illegal in this country. And yet every Republican in the Senate, every Republican in Congress turned their eye. Well, guess what? Come November, Donald Trump, we're taking them all out. And we're going to leave you absolutely powerless. You know, you're a pathetic coward, Donald Trump. You and your entire family, including your wife, Melania, who's out whining because nobody will watch her stupid-ass picture, let them eat cake. Really, Melania? That's where you want to go at this time in our country's history? You need to be deported. You need to be sent back for illegal immigration. I haven't seen your papers. I don't see your citizenship. But yet Donald Trump makes sure your parents get citizenship, didn't he? Did they follow the process? I'd like to see those papers. I was born in America. I am an American veteran. I fought for my country, and I will fight for my country until they take my voice away, and they will not take my voice away. America, listen to me. Heed my words. Everything that Donald John Trump does in this country is unconstitutional. We are a society of peace and rights, and he is trampling on your rights. If you don't start to shut down this country, if you don't start an economic protest, if you don't get out on the streets and start screaming bloody hell, if you don't march to the White House and take it back from an illegal, pathetic dictator wannabe, then you have a problem. You can't complain when they're in your neighborhood knocking on your door in the middle of the night going, let me see your papers. I don't have to show you my damn papers, Donald John Trump. Show me yours. Show me Melania's. Show me Melania's parents' papers. I'd like to see those. And now we have the Epstein file, and we hear the Department of Justice saying, oh, no, their stuff's still redacted, but no, it's not about Donald Trump. Liars. I call the Department of Justice liars. You know what Donald Trump did. You know you have the evidence on him. He knows every bit of evidence he is suppressing. And he is so afraid when the Democrats take over the House, take over the Senate, this election, that in 2027, all of that evidence is going to be shown to the American public, including Jack Smith's investigation into his collusion and corruption and agreements with Vladimir Putin to steal the election in 2020 and beyond. You know, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't rocket science. I'm here every day because I want you to hear my voice. I'm here every day because my flag is flying down as a sign, upside down as a sign of international distress. Our country is in trouble. I took an oath to this Constitution. United States military members, I want you to stop for a minute. I want you to go to the UCMJ. I want you to become familiar with the articles, because the next step in Donald Trump's plans is to have you say these words: I was following orders. When you shoot somebody in the streets of America, when you attack an American citizen, and you are eventually held accountable for war crimes, Donald John Trump doesn't care. He called you suckers and losers. And yet this is the guy that wants to put you in harm's way, wants to put you in the middle of American streets to shoot your brothers and sisters. You need to put down your weapons. You need to say, hell no, this is not constitutional. I refuse that order. And you need to let him know that it's time for him to go. You know, military commanders, I gotta tell you, I'm challenging you right now. Because if you're sitting there in military command and you don't understand that it's time to take this guy out of office, then you are not following your oath to the Constitution of the United States. There is no more separation of powers. There is no more three branches of government. There is only Donald Trump as dictator and king wannabe, and it's got to stop. My military leaders, I call upon you. I don't care if you want to call it a coup. I don't care if you want to call it a realignment. I don't care what you call it. You took an oath to the Constitution to defend the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And there is a domestic terrorist sitting in the White House of the United States of America who needs to be removed. He needs to be sent out of the country. He needs to be exiled, removed from power, and every one of his cronies, Pam Bondi, everyone in the Department of Justice, and everyone in Homeland Security. They need to be abolished. They need to be tried for crimes. They need to be held accountable for everything they're doing in the streets of American citizens. America, they're killing us in the streets now. America, they're arresting our reporters now. America, they're about to take away your vote. America, wake the hell up. This is a repetition of Nazi Germany and the Hitler takeover, and if you don't understand that, if you don't see that, you need to educate yourself, because this must stop. Donald John Trump, you and I are at war. I call for your immediate arrest. I call for insurrection. I call for protests. I call for riots in the streets. I call for economic shutdown. I call for foreign powers call in our economy, take it to the ground, burn this house down to show Donald Trump, nobody fears you. Donald Trump, I don't fear you. Not at all. Pam Bondi, I don't fear you. Gestapo, I don't fear you. because I am an American citizen with rights. You want to come accuse me of violating some law? Go for it. I'll see you in court where I will tear your lawyers to pieces because they're going to try and defend you, and your acts are indefensible against the people of these United States. Donald John Trump must go. We the people state this loud and clear. Donald Trump must go. We the people state any Republican office, Congress, Senate, local, must go. This is an invasion of Nazi Germany into the American cities and electorate, and it must stop. MAGA, stop it. Wake up. This guy is not who you thought he is. He's nothing but a crook. Yes, he may be a racist and have you white racist support, but that doesn't help America. That's not the America you signed up for. And I dare anyone who went to the Capitol on January 6th to stand there and tell me they thought that was 1776 over. No, what they did was they enabled fascism in America. And I hope you're happy with yourselves because you've now put a corrupt coward in the highest office of the land, and he's abusing your country. America, I'm going to close today by reminding you that I speak my mind, I speak my heart, I speak my soul. I am passionate because this is an American crisis. You can listen to all the voices you want, but you have to stop and think, could he be right? Because I am. You see it on the television. You see it in the news. You see them killing innocent Americans in the street for what? For Donald John Trump's tour of retribution. He hates everybody. Anybody who speaks out against him. Donald John Trump, I'm speaking out against you. I do not like you. I think you are a fascist. I think you are a pig. I think your entire family needs to be sent to another country or in prison for their violations of the constitutional rights of American citizens. Here I am, Don. What are you going to do about it? Listeners, thanks once again for allowing me to interrupt your day. I hope you'll be back tomorrow, and I hope I'll be back tomorrow.